So you are questioning karma, not just the action what we are doing in this life, but what about next life, how it is carried out, all such things, correct? So karma means action. That's what karma. And we are all forced to act. So that means we are not acting, we are forced to act. That means the modes of nature are acting. So no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a single moment. Nahi kasyati kshanamapi jatu tistati akarmakrit. So akarmakrit means without doing an action, we cannot sit idle even for a single moment. Karyatege avasaka karma sarvaga prakriti jayatune. So everyone is forced to act helplessly by the three modes of material nature. And the results of our actions. So that has only two types of effects. It can be either liberating us or it can be binding us. What we think is that the results are the actual results we are getting, they are the results. That's what we think. For example, if you're going to work, we are getting salary, or if you're doing something, studying, we are getting good grades, or something like that. So that's what we think as the results. But in reality, the actual result is not that one. The true result of an action is either it can bind us, that is known as karma bandha, or it can liberate us. That is the effect of those results. So it all depends upon whether we are attached to the results or not, or whether we claim the results or not. If we think that I am the doer, then if we claim that the results belong to me because I am the doer, that's how we are thinking, correct? I did it, so the results belong to me. But in reality, who did it? Modes of nature. We didn't do anything. Na kartrutvam, na karmani, lokasya srajati prabhu. So in this way, we are not doing anything. Na kartrutvam, na karmani, lokasya srajati. So we are not creating an activity. We are not creating an activity for anyone. And na karma pala samyogam. We are not even creating the results of activities. That is a fact. That is a scientific understanding we should have. Everything is because of swabhavastu pravartate. Everything is created by our swabhava. Everyone is having their own swabhava. So based on the three modes of material nature, so we are forced to act as if like a key, like robot. So we are just forced to act. But if we think that we are the doer and if we claim the results, then we are bound by the results. We have to face the consequences when we wrongly go and claim that I did it. That's why we are doing the mistake. So all the activities, even the reason for an karma, so that itself is created by the Prakriti only. So Prakriti is the cause for creating an activity, for performing the activity. So for the results, everything Prakriti is doing. We are the soul just sitting inside this body. We wrongly think that I am doing it. Prakriti kriyamanani, gunaihi karmani sarvasaka. So the three modes of material nature is doing all the activities. Whereas ahankara vimudatma, karta agam iti manyate. A person due to ahankara, so ahankara vimudatma, he thinks that he is the doer. Karta agam iti manyate. So that way, we are the cause for our own enjoyment or suffering. So that's what is the problem. Sukha dukkha. So that is hetu. So Karya Karana Kartrutve Hetuhu Prakriti Ruchati. So Prakriti is the cause for creating an activity. Karya Karana. So there should be a cause for a karya, for an action. So Karya Karana Kartrutve Hetuhu Prakriti Ruchati. Purushaka Sukha Dukkanam Bhoktrutve Hetuhu Ruchati. So Prakriti is creating that action. Prakriti is doing the action. Modes of nature is doing everything. And simply thinking that we are doing it and getting ourselves attached to the results, we are suffering. So we should actually get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and think that. So that way, the activities yajnartat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaga. So any activity which we are doing, not as an offering to Krishna, we have to do everything for God, because He is the owner, He is the supreme enjoyer. Everything belongs to God. What we claim now in this world was claimed by someone else in the past, right? Maybe our parents own some land and we claim, our grandparents bought something and we claim, or we will go and buy something which was owned by somebody else and we claim them. So like that. And after we die, somebody else will come and write it in their name and they will claim them. So that way, if you look at the history of all these registers and all those things, so we are only in between. At some point of time, it is on our name and we think that it is ours. That is the problem. But who is the owner of everything? All these big projects, so many buildings and bridges, this and all those things. Everything is created by Prakriti, not us. And everything is owned by Krishna. Because Prakriti is directly reporting to Krishna only. So Mama Maya. So Krishna is saying that it's my Maya. So that way, for us, we should work and not get attached to the results and offer the results to Krishna, knowing very well that Krishna is the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. So Krishna is the Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the enjoyer of all activities and he is the supreme controller. So if we offer to Krishna with love and devotion, then nothing is going to bind us. No karma is there. So that way, for your question about the karma, how it is going to affect us in the next life. So all our actions, all the results are going to bind us. That is known as karma bandha. And that will also lead us to janma bandha. So janma bandha means we are forced to take birth in this world. Karma bandha means we are forced to act. So these two kinds of bandha is binding us. Bandha means binding, bondage to us. So if we get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we are going to gain intelligence because we are going to get connected with Krishna. When we are connected with Krishna, we can gain intelligence. Otherwise, we will not have intelligence. When we are attached to the material sense enjoyment and the material wealth, we will lose intelligence. There is prasakta, there is kama. So if you are in both, that is, if you are attached to this material thing, then Vyavasayatmika buddhi samadam na vidyate. Bhoga aishwarya prasaktanam taya apagrita chetasam Vyavasayatmika buddhi samadam na vidyate. So that way, we should be attached to Krishna, not to material sense objects. So instead of Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam, if you are attached to Krishna, so Bhagavan Krishna Prasaktanam, Taya Apagrita Chetasam, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Samada Vidyate. It will happen. We'll get the intelligence. If you are attached to material, well, then we'll lose intelligence. So if you don't have intelligence, then we will be attached to the results. So if you have intelligence, so what is real intelligence? Real intelligence is giving up the attachment to the results. Knowing very well that we don't want the results. Knowing very well that we are not the doer. So that's why ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyade. A person due to ahankara, a foolish person due to ahankara, he thinks that he is the doer. Karta aham. So we think that we are the doer, but actually we are not doing anything. So everything is done by the three modes of material nature. So karmajam buddhi yuktahi palam tyaktva manisinaga janma bandha vinirmukta padam gacchanti anamaya. So if you act with intelligence, if you give up, so that means give up the attachment to the results. Karmajam buddhi yuktahi palam tyaktva manishinaga. Then janma bandha vinirmukta. Then we will be freed from the janma bandha. Then we'll reach the destination where there are no miseries. Padam gacchanti anamaya. So that's how we need to work. So then there is no bandha. So if we, that's why Krishna is saying that, so esate abhigita sankhye buddhi yoge tvimam shunu buddhya yukta yaya partha karma bandham pragasasi. So if we act with intelligence, so we are freed from the karma bandha. If we don't act, buddhya yukta means acting with intelligence. If we act with intelligence, buddhya yukta yaya partha karma bandham pragasasi. We are freed from the karma bandha. So in order to act with intelligence, we have to simply study this Bhagavad Gita and develop love on Krishna, faith on Krishna, and render devotional service unto Krishna, and be connected with Krishna all the time. So then we will have, our intelligence will get very well established. So that's why buddhihi pariyava tishtati. So prasade sarvadukkanam hanirasyopajayate prasanna chetasohi asu buddhihi pariyava tishtati. Our intelligence will get very well established. Otherwise, if you are ayuktaka, if you are not connected with Krishna, if you are not having this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then our buddhi, we will lose our intelligence. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha ayuktasya bhavana, nacha abhavayataga santi, asantasya kutasukam. So if you are not connected with Krishna, we are going to lose intelligence. There is no steady mind. If there is no steady mind, there is no peace of mind. When there is no peace of mind, where from happiness comes? That's what Krishna is teaching. So that way, we should have this knowledge. So then there is no karma bandha or janma bandha. If you don't have this knowledge, so if you are attached to the results, because we only have the right to perform our duty, but we don't have the right to the results. So karmanyeva adhikaraste ma paleshu kadasana. So if you understand that very well, if you do it, then there is no karma bandha. Otherwise, we will be bound by the results. So that's going to affect us. So our next life also, in fact, it all depends upon what our mind is going to remember at the time of death. So that way, all these things will continue, this bandha. You understand that?
Beyond that, what is the carry forward loss or carry forward gain? By default, dhamma is taken. By default, the karma is active. The default you have for any purpose. You are doing
it's not by default. It's happening because we are bound. It is bound. We are bound. That's why we are taken birth. Carry forward is carry. Yeah, carry forward. If you are, that's what I told in the morning, correct? Life after life after. That's what is going to happen if we don't act now. If we don't act now, if we don't make use of this human body to connect ourselves with Krishna, so then we are going to repeatedly take birth. So, in fact, compared to the time of birth, if we are very much attached to material sense objects, did all kinds of karma. So at the time of death, our bondage to this material world will be even more. So we are first of all taking birth because there is a janma bandha. We are forced to act because there is karma bandha. Right? So both janma bandha, karma bandha is there. That's why you are taken birth. That's why you are forced to act. But if you don't make use of this opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita and surrender to Krishna and render devotional service unto Krishna, so then what is going to happen? We will get more entangled at the time of death. That's going to become more. It will become so much of complicated entanglements in this material world. It's very hard to come out. But one good thing, Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam saranam praja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami master. So if we just abandon everything, simply surrender unto Krishna, he says that I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions you do not fear. That we should do. If we surrender to him, our past karmic reactions, let's not worry about. If we get this knowledge, jnana agni, That is, Krishna is saying that Jnanagni Tagda Karmana. So this with the fire of knowledge. So Yataidamsi Samittogni Basmasat Kurte Arjuna. Jnanagni Sarva Karmani Basmasat Kurte Tata. Like a firewood is burnt to ashes by a blazing fire. So similarly, the fire of knowledge can burn all the reactions of our actions. So that's why we should get this fire of knowledge. So Jnanagni Tagda Karma. So that's why this knowledge is very, very important. This knowledge only leads to liberation from this material. Otherwise, if you are ignorant, if you are attached, then we'll commit more sins. You understand that, Mataji? Is that clear to you? So you have more opportunities.
Yeah,
you can.
You are inviting any of the members to come.
I think they can ask from there also. I can hear. Not a problem.
What is the Papa Prajna?
What is that?
Papa Prajna.
Papa Prajna. So Prajna means it's intelligence. So Sasya Prajna Pratisthita. But you are in what context you are asking Papa Prajna? I don't understand. But Papa is sin, correct? So okay, I got it. Okay, got it. Okay. So there is just Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita many places. You just the one thing I already told you, right? Sarva Dharman Partija Mam Ekam Saranam Braja. So just surrendering unto Krishna itself will deliver you from all sins. And Krishna is saying that Apichetasi papebhyaga sarvebhyaga papakrittamaga sarvam jnana plavenaiva vrijinam santarishish. Even if one thinks that he is the most sinful person, out of all the sinners, he is the most sinful person. If he just gets into this boat of knowledge, jnana plavenaiva, then he can cross beyond the ocean of material miseries. So for your question, the direct answer is just taking shelter into this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. If you have the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, that's what is the boat of knowledge. We can cross the ocean of material miseries. Because how? What is going to happen if you have this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita? You are going to become a very good devotee of Krishna. If you have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita means we believe in Krishna, correct? And you are going to listen to this again and again every time. So your attachment to Krishna is increasing more. So then what is going to happen in our life? Krishna is everything. That's what will happen. We want to do everything only for Krishna. That's how our life will be. If that happens, yetu sarvani karmani maisanyasya matparaga ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate tesam aham samuddarta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat pata maya vesita chetasam. So those who are doing all their activities for me, sarvani karmani maisanyasya matparagam ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. So without any deviation, if they are always thinking about me, then I shall quickly deliver them from the ocean of material miseries. Tesa maham samudarta mrityu samsara sagara. So for your question, surrendering unto this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, getting this knowledge and following Krishna's instruction. Once we get this knowledge, we are going to follow Krishna. Because knowledge is the key. If you have the knowledge, then you use it. Like when you are walking, we know that there is a big pit or something is there, some danger is there, you don't even go that side if you have the knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, you will go there and get affected. So like that, if you have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then knowingly we will not go and struggle and suffer. Because we will develop that love on Krishna, it's going to come. Apichetasi suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabha sadureva samantavyak samyak vyavasito visaka. Even if he commits the most abominable activities, but if he is engaged in my devotional service, then he should be considered saintly. because he quickly becomes righteous and attains everlasting peace. Shipram bhavati dharmatma. So, and that way, we need to do everything for Krishna. Then we are freed from all sins. Even if we offer food to Krishna, yajnasista sinagasanto muchante sarvakalisha. Every time you eat prasadam, every time, everything, first offer to Krishna. That's very important. Then if we take that, then we are freed from all sins. Bunjate te tu agam papa ye pachanti atma karana. Those who are preparing food only to gratify their senses, they are eating only sins. That's what Krishna is. So we need to have that love. We need to understand this knowledge, develop that love. So then all our sins will be vanished. It's going to happen. You understand that? That's what your question? Yes, thank you. Any other questions? No.
Karma yogis, while playing so many different roles that we are entrusted as grihas, right? It becomes challenging. I mean, we are in the journey. It's a journey of self-awareness and self-realization. But then as you are in the journey, a lot of time, yeah, we fall back on Krishna. At least I do that. As soon as I'm in a state where I'm not peaceful, I start Namjap immediately. And that brings a lot of peace to me. I'm much more calmer. But then I feel that, while in this journey, how do I bring about, this kind of awareness to my own family members? How can we be more conscious as human beings? How can we be more, appreciative, and how can we have that sense of gratitude for little things, right? Like we say, we are not doing anything. I mean, Krishna teaches us that you just have to do as karma yogis, I'm supposed to do my actions and the duties, right? And then not be concerned about the results, right? So how do I kind of inculcate this in my children, let's say? And I'm not able to, right? Everybody seems to be in their own zones. So am I just supposed to do my thing and just be done with it and just, I'm not able to just detach myself. Right?
I understand your question very much. See, the problem is, especially this century, and especially with so much things the children can learn from outside, not from, because earlier days, we were like, when I was a child, only learning everything from parents and relatives, like nothing, you cannot learn anything more from outside. But these days, everything is out of control. So, but if we are sincerely doing at home our sadhana, that's what is very important. For example, this studying Bhagavad Gita, that's very important. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge is a solution for all problems. It will solve all our problems. Even if anything needed for our children, something good, it will happen. Because you are having Bhagavad Gita knowledge. We have Bhagavad Gita. Even for our dependents. Even though they are not that much interested, but still Krishna will make sure that you are not under distress. So that is the main thing. Krishna, sometimes people say that Krishna will test and all. Krishna will never test. There is no need for Krishna to test to find somebody is a devotee or not or good. He knows us for very long time from the beginning. He knows which. When Arjuna asked the question, like when Krishna is told in the 4th chapter, I gave this knowledge to sun god Vivaswan. Gave it to Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. That was millions of years ago. Arjuna asked, Aparam bhavato janma param janma vivasvataga katam yetat vijaniyam tvam madhav proktavaniti. So you are by birth junior to him, he was by birth much more senior to you. How am I to understand it? You gave this knowledge to Vivaswan. Krishna says, there is Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavachat. Both you and me have taken many births in the past. Tani agam veda sarvani natvam eta parantapa. I know everything, but you don't know anything. So Krishna knows us very well. Krishna knows our past, present, and future. Vedaham samatitani vattamana charjuna bhavishyani chabhutani mam tu veda na kastam. So that way Krishna helps us. That is the main thing. We have to just get this knowledge. We have to focus on this knowledge. So that is our only thing. So then what are other things needed? It will all happen. So, but as a mother, you will be able to influence, in general, influence the children very much. So that way, if you follow this Bhagavad Gita, understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, and chant Hare Krishna mantra every day, and make prasadam for Krishna, offer to children. Of course, we have to offer food to children every time, every meal. That should be Krishna's prasadam. They should know that it is first offered to Krishna. So that way, if we are fully, like we should study Bhagavad Gita every day, all such things. So that prasadam is, once it's offered to Krishna, that's going to cleanse all the sins, correct? Anyone who takes. So that way, at home, it should be prasadam only. Nothing else we should cook. It should be offered to Krishna only, every time. So that way, we have to, all other things we have to leave it to Krishna only. We should not be thinking or worried that no one is listening to me, they are not following, all those things. That are not let Krishna, it's, that's completely based on faith only it happens. So that way, leave the rest to Krishna and follow everything sincerely. So then Krishna's mercy, our life will be very spiritual, very blissful and happy. So that way, one thing we need to understand that we cannot, by force or anyone, we cannot make anyone as a pure devotee of Krishna by force. That love has to come. Because love cannot be imposed on anyone. Each and every individual is a soul, Atma. We think that our children or our father, our parents or our relatives, all such things. But that is for the body. But for the soul, every individual is an Atma only, the soul. And that faith that Atma has, that's what is very important on Krishna. In general, the pure souls who are on the path of freeing from the modes of nature, they will take birth in the devotee's family. That's what in the 6th chapter we are studying. So, Shuchinam Shimatam Gehe Yoga Prashtu Abhijayat. So that way, if we are really nice devotees of Krishna, then Krishna will give us very devotee children only. In general, that's what, as per Bhagavad Gita, it happens. So that way, we have to make the atmosphere Krishna conscious all the time. We have to around us. Others should not be able to influence on this. That's very important. We have to be very strong. So that is possible only if we have the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. For example, we want to make a nice team here in this area. So if we become a very strong team of devotees, maybe next time when I come, so more devotees can come and attend, correct? Bigger. Now, devotees like Ravichandran Prabhu, Sumati Mataji, Palniappan Prabhu, Lalita Mataji, they all work hard to make this happen. And Mani Prabhu and everyone, correct? But if you have more devotees, if the strength is very big to make this happen, then we can bring influence and bring more devotees. So that is a service is there for us in front of us. So we have to just focus on that. Then that's what I always say, that if we focus on just pleasing Krishna, and the rest will take. So Palniappan Prabhu, everyone are here. So we need to just focus on that. You understand that, Mother?
Yes, so every time I bring back my focus on Namadharma.
That's it. It's all Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is everything should be centered around Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. Bhagavad Gita, that's it. Based on that, all changes. Bhagavad Gita itself is so much powerful that with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, you can achieve everything is success. Whatever you do, you will achieve success only. That's what Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Pato Dhanutara, Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutu Dhruvo Nitir Matir Mama. Where is Yogeshwara Krishna? Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, that is there in Bhagavad Gita only, Krishna. Krishna and Bhagavad Gita are not different. Because we are able to connect with Krishna only through Bhagavad Gita. So, and we are all like Arjuna. So if we have full faith on Bhagavad Gita, full faith on Krishna, so then by Krishna's mercy, everything will become good only. It's a matter of time. It will happen. So I'm sure we will have big team of devotees in this area, and then we will expand it everywhere. So then it will happen. You understand that, Mother? Hare Krishna. Any devotees have any other questions? We will chant some. Yes, ma'am.
Can you elaborate more on what you mean by offering the prasadam?
Offering prasadam to Krishna, correct?
Yes, because the rule is when we do something as prasad, it has to be done in a certain way. We don't use the raw materials that have been used in the house. It's all fresh and used to. So
That is told like that, but you need to see what Bhagavad Gita says, what Krishna says. Thank you for asking very important question. So we need to go with what Krishna is saying. That's the main thing. Ultimately, what Krishna says only is the final, correct? So Krishna is saying that whatever you eat, you need to offer to me. That's the main thing. So yat karosi, yat dasrasi, yat jugosi, tadasyat, yat tapasyasi kauntaya, tat kurusva madarpanam. So whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering unto me. So that way, here we are doing to, okay, I will just put it in a different way, this question to you, okay? Then you can find the answer very easily. If you have a special, very, very nice guest is coming to your home, you love them so much. You love them so much, somebody is coming to your home. So you are cooking for them. So what you will do? The same thing only here we have. What Krishna is looking for is the love. There is a main. Patram pushpam palam thoyam yome bhaktya prayachadi tadagam bhakti upagradam ashnami prayatatman. It's a part of the devotee qualifications. You are going to get it. In the 16th chapter, first 3 slokas, the divine nature is given. So that way, when we love Krishna, so that cooking for Krishna, that is not like something like an assignment, correct? It is because you love him so much, you want to please him, you are doing it. So when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, there is also, see, there should not be any fear factor here. That's very important. Oh, I did something like that, whether Krishna will be angry or not. Krishna will only look at how much we love him. Krishna will never get angry by anything. He is not controlled by the modes of nature. Only with the modes of nature, only we are getting angry. Anger is the mode of passion. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaka sangasya supajayate sangat sanjayate kama kamat krodha abhijayate. That krodha comes from kama, that is because of the attachment to this material. So definitely we need to have, everything should be offered to Krishna. All the things when we are cooking. Everything means every meal. So all these things. So that way we have to cook as if Krishna is there as a part of our family and you are offering every day to him. So that is our main thing. So if that love is there, patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadagam bhakti upagradam asnami prayatatmana. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, flower, fruit or water, I shall accept it. That love and devotion is what very, very important. So you are offering to Krishna. So that way, but still, maybe I can send you something like normally I ask devotees to refer to some ISKCON Desiratory website. All those things are given, how to do, what to do. You can go through that. ISKCON Desiratory. But when you are continuing this Bhagavad Gita, when you are able to join my Zoom sessions every day, so then over a period of time, when you get this complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then you will never ever forget. You will always offer everything to Krishna only. So that it will become like that. We will have to cook everything. If we have to follow Bhagavad Gita, means we have to follow everything in Bhagavad Gita. So food in the mode of goodness, passion and ignorance, that's also given here. So we have to offer food only in the mode of goodness. So not in the mode of passion or ignorance. So that way we know what type of food is in the mode of passion, what type of food is in the mode of ignorance, that we will not cook it, we will not offer it. Katva amila lavana ati ushna tikshna rupsa vidakinaga aharaga rajasasya ishtaga dukkha sokamaya pradaga. So foods there are too sour, bitter, salty and burning and which is burnt and dry and very hot, ati ushna. So these kinds of foods are dearer to those in the mode of passion. Such foods cause distress, misery and disease. And yatayamam gatarasam puti paryusitam chayapi uchishtam apichametyam bhojanam thamasapriyam. So foods that are prepared too long, keeping it in the fridge for several days, all such things. That's and foods that are like decomposed, all such foods we should not, are remnants touched by others, remnants of others, they are in the mode of passion, mode of ignorance. So if you are offering food in the mode of goodness, not in the mode of passion and ignorance, and you make it nicely for Krishna, so then Krishna is satisfied. That's it. Krishna is looking for that love. That's it.
In Krishna's statement, there is no diabetic person, no prescription, because the prasadam is clear. Simply. But it's not really so. There is no diabetic.
It is true only because when we follow Bhagavad Gita, that one thing that sattva guna food, ayuga sattva bala arogya sukha priti vivartanaga, rasyaga stinigdaga stiraga kridayaga agaraga satvika priyaga. So ayuga means it increases the duration of life. And sattva, it purifies one's existence. Ayuga sattva bala, it gives the strength. Arogya, it gives the health. Sukha priti vivartanaga, it increases the happiness. So sukha priti vivartanaga. So such kinds of foods are juicy, wholesome, fatty, wholesome, pleasing to the heart, kridayaga, like that. So that way, yeah. And another thing, Krishna is saying that one should not eat too much, one should not eat too little, all such things. When you follow Bhagavad Gita, you need to follow everything what Krishna is teaching us. When we follow everything what Krishna is teaching us, as you said, there is no problem with other health issues. First of all, most of the problems due to our stress and mind, there are two types of nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So when the sympathetic nervous system is active, so it is having a lot of bad effects on our health. Our heart rate goes up, our respiration rate goes up, blood pressure goes high, all those things. And our digestion system will be stopped, it won't work, all those things. When parasympathetic nervous system means you are free, you are not stressful. So sympathetic nervous system means it's called fight or flight. So you are under stress, right? You are under stress, you have to, it's fight or flight mode. You are not relaxed. So at that time, physiologically, a lot of changes will happen in our body. That's why when you have to go to work in the morning and do a lot of things and rushing, a lot of things, we are a lot of stress. So at that time, our pupils will get dilated and our digestion will be stopped because our body needs energy to fight that thing, correct? All the time under stress, that is not good. That's sympathetic nervous. Parasympathetic nervous system is a different network of nervous system in our body. When that is active, so our pupils are constricted and respiration rate and heart rate are very normal. and also the digestion system will improve. So we think that some food is not digesting. It's not a problem with the food. We were under a lot of stress. So at stress, if you eat, it will not digest. That is the problem. So we should reduce, not reduce. We should be completely. So that's why Yukta ahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapna vabodasya yogo bhavati dukkha. That is the thing. If you are able to regulate ahara and yukta ahara viharasya, other recreational activities, yukta chestasya karmasu, all your actions, and yukta swapna vabodasya, you are able to regulate your sleep. So then that is called yogo bhavati dukkha. Then your distress is gone. All these things because of we are not able to regulate our activities. Na ati asnatasti yogosti na chaikanta manasnataga na cha ati swapna silasya jagrato naiva chartam. Ati asna, eating too much is not good. So eating too little also is na ati asnatasti na chaika anasnataga. So like that, what is meant by yukta? Yukta means yatha viniyatam chittam atmanyeva avatistate nispragaga sarva kamebhyo yukta ityuchyate tada. We should be freed from all desires. Our only desire is to please our Lord Krishna. That's it. No other desires. So just leave everything to Krishna and just render devotional service unto Krishna. And what is the best devotional service to Krishna? I already explained in the morning. Like spreading Krishna's message, identifying devotees and giving them the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That part, if we do it, we already have a good team now. And the devotees did so much of work in the last couple of weeks, even before that also. Even they went door to door and delivered the pamphlets and did paper insert. And to do all these things, it definitely needs a lot of efforts. And they too, they were doing it very nicely. Krishna's mercy. Now with this lecture today, I'm very much requesting all the devotees who have come for the first time, and if you are able to join regularly for this, so that's very important. Then our team will become bigger. That is the main thing. So only important thing is you need to stay connected all the time. So all these devotees, because they are attending my lectures, classes for years, my daily Bhagavad Gita classes for years. So like that, if you are connected with me, then we will have a big team. Then we can do much bigger service. So you understand, Mataji, about your food prasadam offering? So you are also nearby this place, or how did you close by? And how did you come to this paper insert? That is good. So with paper insert, I know, what is your name, Mataji? Huh? Okay, so I know. So by paper inserts, how many came by paper inserts? Okay, very nice. So that was our idea to find out, and then so we will have to do more also in future. And maybe since you are here, this area, if you can get connected with our daily Zoom class, maybe I'm sure you have given your contacts. We will add you into the WhatsApp group. Sumati Mataji can do that. So that way, you can keep connected with us daily. Join. Even you can keep connected with our. Like we also have twice a week we discuss a brainstorm about how to identify more devotees here. Other than our Bhagavad Gita class, we will also discuss about ideas to like bring in more devotees. So like that, if we discuss, it's a slow and steady progress. Once our team size becomes very big, we all will enjoy actually serving Krishna. This is a great opportunity for us.
Maybe I have one.
Yes, bro.
We always experience sukha, dukkha, happiness, unhappiness. In that way, if we go to Golaka, there is always happiness. How the happiness can be experienced? If there is a differential is there, then only you can experience it. That's what I mean.
Scale of measurement, anything is correct.
Okay, that's a good question, Prabhu. But when you are always happy, okay, So that means you are not experiencing distress. Okay. Your question is that how I can say that I'm experiencing happiness. For that, you are saying that if distress is there, then only I will know that I can experience happiness. But you are not experiencing distress at all. So that means you are happy only all the time. You are enjoying. So with Krishna, okay, but the main thing is that how the happiness or distress is defined, that we need to understand. How it is defined. No, but no. But how you define happiness and distress? That is the question here. Even in this Bhuloka. Yeah, by Namasmaran, you are going to get happiness. But my question is that what is the definition of happiness?
Even Krishna also, some chapter he explained happiness.
Today I quoted one shloka. If anyone remembers that shloka, Krishna asked a question with the answer. Yes, Palyapan Prabhu said it correctly. Ashantasya kuta sukham. When there is no peace of mind, where from happiness comes. So happiness comes only when our mind is peaceful. We cannot buy happiness from anywhere. It's not sold anywhere. Online, here and there, nobody, our doctor cannot prescribe some medication to give us happiness. He can only give us prescribe some medication to put us sleep, something like that. But not happiness. Happiness means our mind is peaceful. So when our mind is peaceful all the time, so even you don't have to go to Goloka to do that. Even in this Bhuloka also, even before going to go to Goloka, in order to become ourselves eligible to go to Goloka, you should be in the same status of mind in this Bhuloka. Then only you can go to Goloka. You can experience even in this well without any distress. All the time happiness is possible. That should happen. Then only we can go to Goloka. So peace of mind is the source of happiness. So that way, when you are peaceful, you are happy. You don't have to really differentiate by getting our mind disturbed, then you are feeling distress to differentiate between happiness and distress. So whether our mind is peaceful or not. That's why Jitatmanaka Prashantasya Paramatma Samahita. So if we conquer our mind, Jitatmanaka, when our mind is under our control. That's what in the chanting we do. When we are chanting, we are focusing our mind on the sound vibration, focusing it on Krishna. So our mind goes here and there. When you bring it back, then if it is all the time focused only on Krishna, then it is not disturbed at all. So only by connecting ourselves with Krishna, only it is possible for us to be happy. So that's what Nasti Buddhi Ayuktasya. So if you are not connected with Krishna, then we are not going to be happy. We lose intelligence. When you go to Goloka, you are always connected with Krishna only. You are there with Krishna only. So you are always happy. So, Brahmanogi Pradishtaham Amritasya Abhyayasya cha Sasvatasya cha Dharmasya Sukhasaikanti Tasya cha. So, there is a place where it is Sasvata, Dharma, Sukha, happiness, everything is there. So you don't have to feel, because you can't get distress there at all. So you don't have to feel distress to experience happiness. That is material. These dualities are there in this material world. In this material world, everything is dual in nature. So there is happiness, distress, profit, loss, victory, defeat, positive, negative. So everything is dual in nature. So Krishna is saying that we need to free ourselves. Dvandva moha nirmuktaga. So we need to free from the dualities. That you have to get it here, not even in Goloka. You need to get it here. Then only you can go to Goloka. You need to free ourselves from the dualities.
You explained it in zone. What is the state of mind?
Yeah.
So this answer that.
That is correct.
Means your state of
Yeah,
mind.
at the time of death, whatever, if our mind is completely controlled, peaceful, we'll go to Goloka, and that is the thing. But to a certain extent, you understand for your question, correct? You don't have to experience distress to differentiate between distress and happiness. If we're happy all the time, that's the thing we want. But we need to now realize that we are experiencing this material world is full of distress. It is dukkhalaya. Whereas spiritual world is sukhalaya. Yes, mother.
What has created human being?
No.
What is not created? How did God?
Actually, what we understand, its creation means the soul, both this Prakriti and Purusha with the Anadi Ubhavapi. They are Anadi means they have no, we are all there from the beginning. We are all part and parcel of Krishna. So Sanatana. Sanatmanaga means eternal. So that means there was not a time where we are created. So you use the word created, correct? If you go back on the time, there was not a time at which it was created. So the soul is always there. It was never created. It will not be created. We are there all the time. Okay, you are asking the human form. Okay, what's your question? Yeah, depending upon what we are in Maya under the control of modes of nature, then we are here. Yeah, what's your question, Mataji, in that regard?
Are not controlled by God or not created by God. Mind is the one which is supposed to be under control of human beings. According to a reason, this. So if God has created a human being, has he not created his mind or?
No. See, it is all, Krishna is saying that Bhumir Apo Analo Vayo Kam Mano Buddhir Evacha Ahankara Mitiyam Me Binna Prakriti Rastada. So that is my separated nature, mind, intelligence, Ahankara, everything. We all have that. But as an individual, the soul, everyone has our free will. So which Krishna has no influence on it. Krishna cannot control us. Krishna cannot make us his devotee by force. Krishna cannot make us to love him by force. That love cannot be forced, correct? That love has to come natural. So that is not in Krishna's hands. So that way, Krishna is saying that I am not responsible for anyone's sufferings or good actions. All this is because of our ignorance. Ajnanena avritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaga. Because of our ignorance, we are struggling, suffering here. We are bewildered. We have to have the knowledge. So that way, we cannot blame it on Krishna that he has created our mind. He is the source of everything. There is no doubt about it. Etat yonini bhutani sarvaniti upatarya aham krishnasya jagattaga prabhavaga pralayastada. Everything is coming from Krishna, getting into Krishna, all such things. But Krishna is not creating our actions. Krishna is not creating our desires. Our desires, we are only creating. There is our own free will. Every individual has the freedom to desire. Every individual has the freedom to. So that's how we are deciding. We have to decide whether I want to go to Goloka or I want to come back to Bhuloka again. That choice is ours. We have to decide whether we want to listen to Krishna or not. So that if we have faith on this Bhagavad Gita and listen to Krishna, so then we are going to progress ourselves towards Krishna.
Human being is independent. It's not independent.
So you are from this place area only, Matan? Oh, your place. Okay,
Already given up. Many of them are not aware of this.
That's why ignorance, not having the knowledge. That is.
Same balance to one more question for you. And what they are asking me, I did not able to answer them. See, as we discussed, like, on mobile ones, if everybody living this Ansha of God, I think why God has created this Ansha. This question he asked that not able to
See, we have to, one thing, important thing, we need to understand. Some questions or answers, they are not needed now. Even if you find it out right now, how is it going to be helpful right now? So just because we are not able to answer, just because they ask these questions, okay, because what we have to understand is that whatever the answers needed is everything is given in Bhagavad Gita to get freedom from this material body. If anything else is there, how originally it got created, what is Amsa, all those things, once you go to Goloka, and you can ask Krishna himself again. Because Arjuna could ask only so many questions there. These questions Arjuna should have asked Krishna, he would have answered at that time. Because he was in the battlefield. So already they have blown the conch shell and everything. So already everything done. They gave the signals that war is about to start. Correct? So not like that, Prabhu. You are not, it's not there like that. See, I can tell you that there is no answer in Bhagavad Gita for that question. That much I know. If there is no answer in Bhagavad Gita, then we don't have to worry about it. That's it. That is my take. If it is there in Bhagavad Gita, then we can take it. So, everything what we need. Krishna says it, Jnanam tegamsa vijnanam idam vakshami ashesatakam. I'm explaining you fully the jnana, vijnana, everything. Yajnatva nega bhuyo anyadi jnatapyam avasisyati. If you know this, there is nothing else is there for you to know. Then why we need to worry too much about other things? Other things means, even though you may be interested to know how originally we were put into this situation, how it started, all those things you can ask. But there is
parental responsibility or taking care. Characteristics are changed.
It is there to some extent. Yeah. Yes.
There is a change happening. If the person knows Krishna properly, he can bring their child in that manner. That is possible.
That's why Krishna himself is making such children to take birth in the devotees' family. So that kind of birth is very rare. Kule bhavati dhimatam, edaddi durlabhataram, loke janma yadidrisa. To get birth in a devotee's family itself, the child has to be really very, very good devotee. So if you are getting a birth in a good family, then the child has to be devotee. So, yes, Prabhu.
In context with this same creation, God has created 84 lakh species.
Yes.
So in the next listing, again another 84 lakh species will be created. Once this is extinguished, then it will be created. So in this Kali-yuga, some 64 million years ago, the dinosaurs also were created. My question is that whether again dinosaurs will be created.
It will be. See, actually, this
become extinct now. Whether he is going to create.
That's a good question, Prabhu. Very nice question. But the answer is actually, yes, we know only about dinosaurs. We don't know about even before that what else was there. Because this earth is there for long time. But again, there will be a time when nobody is going to be, all this infrastructure, what we develop, that everything is going to go. And this earth will get into a state where nobody is living here. That is the situation it's going to come. And again, everything will start from fresh, and again it will start.
Through graphic picture.
Yeah, we are already seeing it. So all those things, that's why we are foolishly thinking that this is my place, my native place, and I own this place, and all those things. That is our ignorance. So we need to have this knowledge. So you are right. The species extinction and all, it's based on genetic evolution. And especially dinosaurs are that is because of the outer space events, correct? Meteor hitting in this, that's the thing. So what if another thing comes and hits, then the whole earth will get. Now we don't even have to, something has to come and hit. We already have everything to extinguish ourselves completely. We will become extinct if we just that can happen. We have so much technology available to make that happen. So that way, it's all temporary, Prabhu. That's the main thing. Only thing we have to be happy about it, very happy about it. We are living in a time and living in a place where we are able to study Bhagavad Gita and practice Bhagavad Gita.
It is real.
It is real, it's happening right now. We can join Zoom, we can study Bhagavad Gita, there are no restrictions. Even though I'm in US, I'm able to join. That's the main thing, we should be very happy. Earlier days, acharyas have to travel, walk, and everywhere to do, and all those things. Here, we are all connected every day. So we have to make use of it. That is the main thing. All these things will change. But before that, we have to progress ours. After some time, this will not be our worry because we will be in Goloka. So that's going to happen. But you get it.
Time permits one last question.
No, we have time, Prabhu. We have time. Nothing like last question. We can. Yes, Mataji, please.
Giving food for really hungry people. Isn't it equal to reading Bhagavad Gita, doing puja like that? Is it equal to that?
Very much equal if you have the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Because yajna dana tapak karman natyajam karyam eva tat yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishna. So the acts of yajna dana tapa, the sacrifice, charity and austerity should never be given up, such kind of acts. But you should know there is dese kale patrecha. You should know that the right place, they say, at the right time, kale, patre, to the right person, if you give, then it is in the mode of goodness. If you give it to the wrong person at the wrong place at the wrong time, then that is not good. So that way, if you have the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will not be fighting for resources in this world. Normally in this world, everything is very competitive. Correct? We have to really work hard to get a job, get admissions in good schools, this and that, correct? When we are devotees of Krishna, those kind of things will come to us. We don't even have to struggle hard. And we won't be after that also. That will be all the material things which we needed, they will be after us. They will come to us. You don't have to struggle hard to go and get them. That's what Ananyas Chintayantomam, Ye Janaga Paripasade, Tesa Mitya Bhiptanam, Yoga Kshema Mahamyam. Krishna is going to bring us all the needed Yoga Kshema. So that way, for us, we can work for the welfare of the society. That's what we should do. That's why we need to identify all the devotees. There are thousands of devotees in Bangalore, in every city. We have to identify them. We have to connect. Since all can happen if we are all, maybe today, maybe you are joining for the first time today, correct? With this thing?
No. She's Anita Mataji, who comes in Zoom.
Oh, okay. You are already, so okay, correct. Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay. So that way, I think maybe I didn't, yeah. So So that is good.
So Guruji, this can be different in this manner. For example, we are taking tuition, studying, making children to study for primary school or high school. But becoming a collector or AS officer, you have to read English exam or something. So therefore, you have to read this Bhagavad Gita, become a collector.
See, what we have to do is that we have to study and understand.
Understanding Bhagavad Gita, making your intelligence, sharpening your intelligence, reaching to Krishna in the purest sense. That is what we are talking about. So we can do many dharma in many parts, anyway. But that will not be counted. So Mataji's question is that really we can do many things, but you don't get.
No. What is going to happen is that if we identify all the devotees everywhere, so all kinds of good things can happen to the society. See, that's what, there are millions of devotees are there. So in 1.4 billion population, 1.4 million devotees. So even in Bangalore, if we identify thousands of devotees, actually this hall, slowly when you have to grow to a certain extent, like in the coming years, this hall should not be enough for us to hold it. We need to go for a bigger place. Like that, we need to grow. That should be our goal. There are devotees around us. We need to identify them. That's the main thing. So then we will be, as you said, we will be able to do this kind of welfare activities as a big team in the name of Krishna. That is the main thing. See, those days also, all the big temples they built, everything, and they do all kinds of this service to the society in the name of the God. Because God, like gods, they were owning the land, correct? Lands were written on the name of the God. That is the right thing to do. The temples, they own the properties like that, correct? So that is the right thing. So gods own everything. So we have to do like that. But unfortunately, these days, things are going different. So usually the law, like tall towers, everything are GoPros, the temple, that's what they build. But these days, all big apartments, multi-story, that's what is happening. So we have to identify the devotees. So Krishna says that, Sarva Bhuta Hiterata. So we have to work for the benefit of all other living beings. We know that only 1 in 1,000 is a devotee. Only 1 in 1,000 is going to go to Goloka. The other 999 are going to keep coming back. But for us, since we don't have to fight for resources here, we can still make this society a very dharma. We have to establish dharma. That is the main thing. Krishna, why did Krishna come here? Yada yada ki dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajami. That's why Krishna came here. And what is dharma? This Bhagavad Gita is the dharma. So Krishna came here and gave this knowledge. And is this dharma, this Bhagavad Gita now is there everywhere? Not really, correct? People may know about Bhagavad Gita, but they don't understand. So now we have to identify and give them the knowledge. And another thing, if you do this, you are saving them permanently. Even if you are giving some food to something, maybe 1 time or 2 times only you can do it. You cannot do it all the time. But if you give them this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then they can render devotional service unto Krishna, then Krishna will reward them. That way you can save them forever, correct? Yeah. So that's what you understand that, Mother.
Yeah. So Guruji, all big things, they made a Shiva temple, Ganesha temple, all these things. Why there is no Krishna temple? 1,000 years back.
Perumal temples are there, Vishnu temple.
Very few, very few. We go to Bhagavad on this side.
Because they did not, because Bhagavad Gita knowledge was not there. Nobody. See, this is the time we are going through this Bhagavad Gita. That's the main thing.
It's okay.
Shiva is Krishna only. Perumal is Krishna only. We need to understand that. Then there is no problem. That Linga, Shiva Linga is Krishna only. So you are not worshipping directly Krishna, but you are worshipping in his Krishna's various forms. There is no difference between Krishna and Linga. There's no difference between Vishnu and Narayana. Narayana is Krishna only. So,
my question is, the children, mainly children, with the age of say 6, 7, going to school for standard, second standard. They are really, all the children we can say totally devotees.
yes.
Because
Because they don't know anything about this world.
yeah, they fight each other and then again rest in the hour they join together. But when they no result, they are not bothered about the result at that age. They are the real devotees. And why this we say 1 in 9,000 only? Why not those devotees cannot teach? We cannot teach them that Bhagavad Gita, even though they are not fully able to understand with the development of mind. But still, I think today's children is they will be able to some extent understand. It looks because that environment is changed now. So in that respect, is there anything Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita? One thing. And second doubt is people nowadays in IT field and young people say around 19, 20, 25 years old. They are all devoted to multiple actions. We say in our age, we say concentration is more important. Even Mr. Narayana Murthy in one of his this thing when I read this thing also is concentration. He is also speaking about concentration. Whereas I think today all multiple action and all within 2 minutes do so many things, but all half of them. Today we are seeing most of the youngsters, even in work also we are seeing the same thing. So is there any comments in this Bhagavad Gita regarding this type of actions? That's my love.
So you're talking about the children, correct? No?
Children and as well as today's youngsters. So is there anything given already by Krishna regarding this type of
See, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is not giving the knowledge like youngsters, children, like that. One thing is that we have to like give them the right direction. But what Krishna is saying that, as I said a few times today, the devotee souls will take birth in the devotee family and then they will continue performing their sadhana. Because this is happening from because all our previous Purvabhyasena teneva kriyate avaso pisara. So we will automatically get attracted to this Bhagavad Gita because of our practice in the previous lives. That's what Purvabhya. We are all here means it's because of our past life. So Jignasurapi Yogasya Sabda Brahma Ativartade. So Jignasu means we'll become more inquisitive. So that will happen because now if we are all studying Bhagavad Gita regularly, then next life we are going to continue from there. So that way we cannot, just because of the children at the age of 5 or 6, they are all equal. Maybe we can give them the knowledge, all those things. But when they grow and become like 20s and that time they have to, then only they will understand the real philosophy. Maybe until then they will not be able to understand the Bhagavad Gita. You cannot teach them the science of Bhagavad Gita. Certain age is needed. So that way, we have to make this society itself as a very conducive for learning Bhagavad Gita. It was like that few decades ago also. But unfortunately now with the so-called Western culture and everything, we are changing. It's very unfortunate. That's why we have to now identify all the devotees and farm teams and do some sadhana to give. If Krishna's mercy is there, definitely for us, and we will accomplish, so we will aim, and whatever we want, it will happen by Krishna's mercy, no doubt. But overall, this society.
It's not doing Google. You find in Bhagavad Gita, translations are happening. Nowadays, these kids are doing many things. Knowingly or knowingly, we don't know. But they are doing it. You see, it's all information. You are clicking Google, you are getting many slogas of Bhagavad Gita. How it is happening? It's happening through somebody, IT field, kids are doing that. They are getting that.
Yeah, but Prabhu is asking about everyone, not yeah. Yeah.
They are not distinguishing between other things when they accept everything.
If you see the history of the world history, every family, most probably, and they have gone for only 4 divisions. That is Sudra, Brahmin, and Kshatriya, there are 4. That also is there. If you go as per that, the Brahmin family are the king of the whole, all the other 3. This is very clearly explained even in when
That is only for religious sector.
that is long back. That means those time. Why that time is not coming back? And my question is that.
We will have to work, Prabhu. That means we have to do a lot of work for Krishna. We have to identify more devotees.
See, peacefulness, at those days peacefulness was there. There is no doubt about it. Yeah, today, everybody is talking about his own peacefulness only. Everybody. Why not 1 of 1,000? That is because peacefulness is not there. Nobody is mind peacefulness. Even though we are using the lecture, we are hearing more or less many days. Still, are we having peacefulness? I will not. I am totally peaceful even today. I will not. Even though I am little peaceful, I am comparative. But I will not till today say that I am totally peaceful. I am not happy. When that is going to come? That is the big question mark. Anyway, that is the thing. Why not introduce?
We need to do that. We want to do that, but Krishna will
Please
help
tell me
us.
what is the peaceful, deeply?
What is
What
it?
is the meaning of the peaceful?
Peacefulness, correct? When our mind is not disturbed. There is this.
I will say, if you are not able to make your mind blank, in simple word, blank, zero, nothing is there in your mind. That is peaceful.
Krishna is there.
They are only
That is possible. If that is possible by you, then you got the peaceful.
Krishna is there.
That is the eternal bliss. That is the eternal bliss.
Yes, there is no doubt about it.
But that is possible only when you are connected with Krishna. Otherwise, that is not possible.
It is not.
So only if you are connected with Krishna, you are happy. Your mind is for your question. Yatha dipo nivatasto nengate sopama smrta. Yogino yatha chittasya yunjato yogam atmana. Like a lamp in a windless place does not waver. So like that, our thoughts should not waver. It should be only on Krishna. That is what is called peace of mind. So peace of mind means you are only connected with Krishna. Nothing should disturb you in this way. So, yadate moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarisadi tada gantasi nirvedam shotavyasya shutasya. So when the intelligence has passed through the dense forest of illusion, so it will become indifferent to whatever we have heard, whatever we are going to hear again. So that is possible. That's what Sthita Prajna. So Sthita Prajna, peacefulness, samadhistasya, all such things are all same only. So that is possible only if you are connected with Krishna. Everything starts with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge fully, then everything is going to happen.
The peaceful is not there only because there is anxiety. It is only reason.
Because we are not connected with Krishna. Because we are not connected with Krishna.
You are connected with the. Now you are going to airport. Now Amit Shah has come. So many blockage will be there. You have to reach airport by 4 o'clock. Which uncertainties happen. Your mind is not peaceful. You are a devotee.
Can I tell you one more?
I am also praying for you to reach airport by 4 o'clock. If something goes wrong, you are not peaceful.
Okay.
Very practically.
Okay. I practically, it's a very good thing you told me. I will tell you one thing. You already know in the last 2 weeks what all I did it. Do you know where all?
Chennai and other places.
Not Chennai and the other place only. I was traveling every day. Every day, many places in 2 weeks. Even if I sit today and think about it, how I accomplish all those things, it's very difficult to imagine. Okay. Traveling, flight. It's all many things I didn't even plan. It all happened.
No, Guruji, it is all within domestic travel. You have to catch international travel.
So what? If I miss that plane, tomorrow I'll take another plane. What is it?
Does not get attached to that.
Yes. See, one thing we need to know probably. Why I was telling about that. Okay. I just the flights. I flew here on 10th. And that's Friday morning. Then Saturday morning I went to Chennai. Then Monday morning I went to Madurai by flight. And then Tuesday night I came from Madurai to Chennai by flight. And Wednesday afternoon I flew from Chennai to Coimbatore. And Friday evening from Coimbatore to Chennai, right? And Saturday morning from Chennai to Delhi. And then Sunday night from Delhi to Chennai. Okay, I'm just telling every day, okay? Even if one flight I miss, all other things will get screwed up a lot. It's a problem. So what I'm trying to say, only thing I will tell you, on all these things, I was never even get stressed once when I did all those things. Somehow Krishna's mercy, it all happened. So to answer your question, if that one, you are talking about Amit Shah plan, all those. No, you're telling, okay, if Krishna wants me to catch the flight, then he will delay Amit Shah's flight. Something like that, okay? Don't worry. If Krishna wants, it's only who is designing. That's the main thing. You get it from.
No, I'm coming to the answer.
That's correct. So if Krishna wants, or if Krishna wants me to stay here for some other reason, he wants to give me some more lectures, then he may make me to stay here for longer. It's all he's planning. That's it. We need to understand. We are just surrendering unto Krishna means he's planning so much for us. We don't know. We don't know what Krishna is planning for us. Only we know when that gets executed. So that way it's all.
Prabhuji's statement, but the school, whatever you had of the time, it thing happened this.
I have a big plan, but that will happen sometime in future.
Question is related to
Yeah. We'll see.
our children to be like a diamond.
Prabhu, that wish is there, Prabhu. When time comes, Krishna will make that happen, Prabhu. That's the main thing. He will make it happen. See, whatever we are doing itself is very revolutionary. Like on Zoom itself, we are all connected only online and now we are able to meet in person. Now we identified more devotees also who are nearby this place. So next time more devotees will get connected. It's a matter of time when we grow big. So when you grow bigger and bigger, then it will have a big impact. So at that point of time, we can do a lot of things. It's not that something you can do it today or tomorrow. What Palnepan Prabhu is saying is our wish. It's our wish to do. Our wish is that suddenly everybody has to become very good. Everybody, there should not be bribe anywhere. So everything should become very nice. Okay. Can it happen?
The intention is the society will be very happy and peaceful.
Yeah.
Most of the parents are in tension because of.
See, one thing is that education itself is sold now. Earlier days, only college education was sold. Okay. Now, LKG, pre-KG, LKG, why you need to go and pay lakhs and rupees for all these things? Even if you ask me 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th also, you should not pay a single penny. It's all, we are all becoming victims of the thing. That's what is happening. model, business model, everywhere they will try to create, they'll try to create the need. The need gets created. It's forced upon us. That's why we need to get the knowledge. If you have the knowledge, and then Krishna will take care of it. Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, I understand your wish completely. And I am also wishing to do that's a Yajnadana Tapa Karma only. Let us hope something will happen in future. And one devotee asked some question here on also in the Zoom. Why good people don't get what they really deserve, and in spite of honest efforts, they are not able to reap expected results and benefits in life. In fact, okay, it's before that, there are two more questions before that, but maybe I read the last question. Let me go from the last question here. Suffering a lot, even though they are connected to God on deeper levels. See, one thing, the question is that why good people are not getting what they deserve. First of all, we get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we get Krishna himself. What else we need more than that? When Krishna is there with us, we really don't need anything else. Because when Krishna is there with us, all other things are coming to us only. We will get much more than what we have to have Krishna with us. That is the main. So if we think that we are suffering, we are struggling, all such things, that means we have forgotten Krishna. We are not remembering Krishna. So if we remember Krishna all the time, then there is no room for anxiety. Like you asked a good question. My flight today night, it's already getting late, or late in the sense of, I'm at least go and get ready with my family. They already, I know it's going to be a problem, but I'm not worried. Krishna is there. So Krishna's mercy, when Krishna is there, we don't have to worry. That is the main thing.
Usually, confidence.
That faith on Krishna, that dependence on Krishna. That's what is very important. Every one of us can feel that. We can definitely feel Krishna is there with us. So that way, this question of why good people don't get what they really deserve, because what we deserve only Krishna knows. What is good for us, we don't know. We think that something is good for us, but really it may not be good for us, though Krishna will not give us. Even if we are good people, but Krishna knows that it's not good for us. What we think that is good for us, it's not good for us.
Moreover, the nature is giving, Krishna is not giving. Nature is giving.
Nature is under Krishna's control. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate cha sarasaram. So this prakriti is acting under my direct supervision, nature. So that way, what all we need, we will get it only. We will never miss it. If you think that we didn't get it, then Krishna is thinking that it's not good for us. So we should not be disturbed by anything what is happening. Whatever we gain, it's owned by Krishna only. We want to use it in Krishna's service.
Meaning what the question Bhakta is asking. I am doing my karma in a good manner, honestly. If my boss is like a villain sitting there, it's not giving promotion, not giving improvement, my job is not secure there, what to do? That is his question.
Job is secured only. Your job is there, Prabhu. Job is, there is no worry to get laid off or something like that. What is the job?
Boss is like he is not a Krishna.
No, what is the job? Who is boss? Our job is to spread Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna is our boss. And that's what. Krishna, that salary is given by Krishna only. That's what we need. Everything comes from Krishna. That mindset we should have. That's very, very important. If you have that mindset, everything is coming from Krishna, Krishna wants everything, then there is no issue. Otherwise, you think that somebody else is your boss, then we are in trouble. Krishna is our Supreme Lord, and with loving devotional service, we need to do. He is only our boss. That can happen with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So all other things are temporary things in this world. He is our constant companion. So that way, Krishna will definitely play a role. So people go by the current status of our life and society recognition. We don't want the society, we really don't have to worry about whether the society is recognizing us or not. We have to worry about whether Krishna is recognizing us or not. That's very important. We should not be a fool in front of Krishna. Vimudatma. Krishna is saying that ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. So, Teme matam idam nityam anutistanti manava shraddhavanto anasuyanto muchyante tepi karma. So those who follow Krishna's instructions with faith, they will be freed from all reactions. Etvetat abhyasuyanto nanu vartante. So then Krishna is saying that etvetat abhyasuyanto nanu tistanti me matam sarvajnana vimudatma. So within us, so sarvajnana vimudatma. So that means foolish person. So we should not be a fool in front of Krishna. So that way we have to really get recognized by Krishna. That's what is very important. So that way people go by the current status of our life. Our status of our life, current status and all, we don't, the society recognition, all those things, it's all temporary again. That's what I told. If a person becomes old, 80-year-old, not able to walk, even if he has $1 billion, lot of money, it's no use. Maybe he will be in a sophisticated place, still on the wheelchair, not able to walk. That's the only. At that time also, if a person loses his consciousness, at that point of time, even you don't know how much money you own, you don't know how to manage, then nobody cares. So then what kind of recognition we need from the society? What kind of our current status of life? So, how our mind is at the time of death, whether it is focusing on Krishna or not, how much service we have done to Krishna during our active life, how much we served Krishna, how many devotees we created. See, for example, those devotees who have come for the first time today, you are here because of the efforts by the other devotees. So that means they have introduced you to this Krishna consciousness, this Bhagavad Gita. That way they have become very closer to Krishna. And next, you also do the same thing, will become closer to Krishna. And that way, we have to get recognized by Krishna. That's what is very important.
Krishna's mercy only he came walking.
Yeah. You got the
First,
oh, you. Yes, Prabhu. So you saw this paper insert? Oh, very nice. You are very close by this place. Very nice. So what's your good name, Prabhu? Huh? Padmanam. Very nice. Krishna's name only. Oh, what, Prabhu?
Okay.
Oh, advocate. So you are also from the same place, Prabhu? Here only? You also came by paper insert? Oh. See, like now yourself and even Ravichandran Prabhu lives in this place only, Jayanagar, and Palyapan Prabhu is in JP Nagar. So, of course, Mani Prabhu is somewhere close by, correct? Meet him and Sumanti Mother. See, what we have to do is that now you have to come every day or Zoom class. Even now, the Zoom, there are many devotees are connected, join. So we have a lot of devotees joining from different cities. We have a big team of devotees in Delhi also. I went there last week. And now, somehow if we identify more, see this paper insert is definitely worked. We at least have a good number of devotees have come because of that. So later on, we have to find out ways to let everyone to know that we are studying Bhagavad Gita. Next time when I visit, we can all work together like a big team, not like it's even more things, arrangements. We can work and we can bring more devotees. So that's how we are serving Krishna. This is the real practical service to Krishna. So that way you are identifying a lot of devotees and giving them this knowledge. See, I got identified when I was studying in IIT Bombay 30 years ago. Because of that, I got this knowledge. Otherwise, I will not know anything about Krishna. So like that, we have to now do that. If we do that, it's going to be wonderful. There's no doubt we will Krishna. Yes, yes. So that's what we need to do. Yeah, Lalita Mataji, everyone like that way only they came to know. Technology is there. It's easy for us to connect. So we have to connect and do that. And that service, then as Palyapan Prabhu said, we can, once we have a strong team, then we can do all other yajna, dana, tapa, karma, and all everything we can do in the name of Krishna. That is the very important thing. Again, we have to be very careful. Only thing is that we need to focus right now is only identifying devotees. That is the only thing we need to do. One more question is that, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, once we get human form, can human form continue next time also? It is not same for everyone. This question is very generic. Like once we get human form, can human form continue next time also? It is true for the devotees. If they don't go to Goloka in this life, then they can get next life also the human form. Before that, they go to a world where pious people live and enjoy as if it's permanent. And then they come back and take a human form and again continue. But what form we are going to get, it all depends upon what form we remember at the time of death. We are going to remember at the time of death. Yam yam. No. Jadabarada. Yeah, he was thinking about deer. Yeah, that's correct. Exactly. Yes. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajatyante kalevaram tam tame vaiti kaunteya sada tat bhava bhavita. So whatever form one remembers at the time of death, he will attain that without fail. So that way we have to remember Krishna. So that way this question is that human form is, if someone remembers human form at the time of death, he will get human form. Someone remembers any other form, he will get that form. But if anyone remembers Krishna, yeah, Antakalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati sa madbhavam yati nasti satra subject. If you remember Krishna at the time of death, then we'll go to Goloka, Krishna's. So what we are going to remember at the time of death, that's what is very important.
Let us have the form of a dialogue between Krishna and that will be much better.
Yeah. We have to have the full Bhagavad Gita, then it will be a question and answer. We can definitely do that. Last time I did it, maybe September, last time when we did the entire Bhagavad Gita. I did the entire. Yeah. What are the questions Arjuna asked and what are the answers Krishna gave? Yes, if you are able to join our Zoom every day, you will be able to understand all the questions. Today, since we gave the topic. You can connect, correct, Prabhu? On Zoom. WhatsApp, if you have, you can. Yeah, we will plan next time all these things, how we want to do, make it and all. In September, I'm planning to come again. So at that time, we can make it even more nicely. We can plan. So any other questions anyone has got?
Bhagavad Gita is perpetual entity. Now it's eternal. There's no doubt about it. But it all happened, Bhagavad Gita, the generation happened 5,000 years back. Arjuna is a warrior. Shuddha Kshatriya. Those time, Shuddha Kshatriya, and he has many characteristics. In modern days, what is the characteristics of Arjuna? We are in Kali Yuga. Krishna, there is no doubt. Bhagavad Gita, there is no doubt. Arjuna, we need Arjuna. What is the basic characteristics of Ardently.
listening to Krishna. That's it. Arjuna was
We can't
even,
get Arjuna, same Arjuna.
no, in all we are all Arjunas. Every one of us are Arjunas. We have to listen to Krishna. That's it.
We are not Kshatriya, we are not having so many qualities and characteristics.
It's not related to Varna.
Arjuna,
We have to listen to Krishna. That's it. We have to listen to Krishna. Yes, ma'am.
Soul cannot be killed, said. Soul cannot be killed. Soul can kill. Soul also cannot kill anyone.
Yeah. It cannot kill anyone. It cannot be killed by anyone.
Murdering and killing. That is due to the swabhava they are doing. Or
They are not doing it. Yeah, Sobhava, you are right. And that, and no, and also they are not killing the soul. They are killing the body. They are destroying the body.
they are not responsible.
Then
Responsible.
soul is not, no, soul is not responsible in the sense, soul itself cannot be killed or cannot kill. The soul is always there.
Inside the body.
When the body only gets destroyed. When murder happens, or something happens, body only gets destroyed.
Another person. The person is the responsible, right? Those who are killing another one will not be responsible.
In the worldly affairs, he is
One may not be responsible, but the body is killing another body.
See, you have to see, that's what.
Will take the reaction, right? Karmic reactions.
If that person is responsible, if he is,
Put in the jail, no?
if he is affected, if he is thinks that he is the doer, then he is responsible. If he thinks that he is not the doer, then he is not responsible.
He goes to the jail.
No, if he thinks that he is not the doer, Krishna is saying that, so if yasya na ahankrito bhava, buddhi yasya na lipyate, hatvapi sayima loka na hanti na nibadyate. If a person is not having ahankara, yasya na ahankrito bhava, and if his intelligence is not entangled, buddhi yasya na lipyate. Even if he kills someone in this well, he is not killing, he is not bound. Hatvapi sayima loka na hanti na nibadyate. It all depends upon whether a person is having ahankara or not. If you don't have ahankara, even if you kill someone, you are not bound. But if you think that I am the doer, then it's a problem.
Maybe.
practical killing or killing for money or something.
We think that we are the doer, then we are bound. We are bound. We are bound by the results.
Battlefield, one can kill another person easily. But in here, we cannot kill another person, thinking that I am not the doer.
If a person who thinks that I am not the doer, he will not go just because of that thinking that I am not the doer, he is going to go and kill. He's going to have the Bhagavad Gita knowledge and full devotee of Krishna, seeing everyone as their self. Okay? So Sukham va yadiva dukkam. But he will only kill if there is a need. Like if he's a Kshatriya, he has to fight for the sake of Dharma, then only he does.
It is exempted in the Gita. Krishna is not valued. They are like animal. Animal doesn't have humanity. A human being, they will not do this apakarma. If they understand Krishna, they understand Bhagavad Gita, they may not do. Their soul will not allow to do that. But animal can do, another animal can do. So that is the way we have to take this definition.
I'll take some questions from Zoom also. If any devotee has anything else to say, questions. Nagaraj Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hattihalli Muhadev Gita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hattihalli Muhadev Gita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji, are you able to hear me? Gita Mataji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I know you asked good questions. I hope you understood everything, Mataji.
Guruji, but still, like back to back, lot of health challenges at a very younger age, around 20, 30, 35 years onwards, and back to back, lot of health challenges. Everything, this suffering doesn't seem to be ending, and we don't have anyone very genuine to feel connected and to express ourselves. Everything we have to, handle in a practical manner. In that way, we don't have really we don't find the real meaning for life if we just keep on moving in life in a practical manner. Where is the value for feelings and genuine work that we do? If it doesn't get recognized, we always feel challenged to go ahead in life, to progress in life. Where we want to, everybody wants to, accomplish something in their life in the prime time. But in the prime time itself, everything gets messed up. It's very difficult to progress in life. Though we are connected to God and praying, nothing seems to be working out the way we expect. It takes longer, a lot of delays, all these things.
Actually, Mataji, when we are connected with this Bhagavad Gita, like on a daily basis, you will be able to see the difference slowly for sure. Because the reason whatever you are saying is not happening so quickly because we are missing that Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That is the main thing. So if you are able to join this on Zoom, are you already in our WhatsApp group, Mataji?
Guruji, I'm in your WhatsApp. Sometimes whenever I'm feel free, I'll just connect. Otherwise, because I'll be connected with some courses and all work related, a lot of health challenges, so I won't be able to attend every day. But whenever I feel like, I'll definitely go and connect and watch your videos.
Yeah, if you are doing that on a daily basis, then you will able to see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Over a period of time, because this knowledge is Bhagavad Gita knowledge, you are constantly able to get yourself connected with Krishna. So that only will make the difference. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge only will make the difference. So,
Yeah,
so from which place you are?
Sir,
Yes,
I belong to Karnataka, nearby Tumkur city. Very at a very younger age, right from 8th, 9th standard only, I started going through all Krishna's stories books, and I've taken exams, written some essays during school days itself. I developed love affection towards Krishna, and I have been great devotee for Krishna. That's connected right from high school days only. I've been connected to Lord Krishna.
So then no problem. Then if you are connected with Krishna, you will not be facing any difficulties. Because Krishna is saying very clearly in Bhagavad Gita that if you are remembering me, thinking about me, then by my mercy, all your obstacles are removed. So all the impediments will be gone. So that way, if you are able to study this Bhagavad Gita regularly and connected, then you will be able to see the difference for a period of time.
Okay,
so Krishna's mercy will be able to receive. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge will give us. So you can also make others around you to join this class session. So that way it will help you to serve Krishna better.
Sure.
So that way there are more devotees you can create around you. There are more. So then you will feel like you have a team of devotees to work together. All those things will help us. So then you will be able to serve Krishna more and more. Then that way all the problems will be gone.
Okay, Guruji.
Will happen, Mataji. So Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thanks, Guruji.
Anita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for so much efforts. Wonderful. You progressed, you told your journey. It's really remarkable.
Yes,
and I'm really thankful to Krishna for giving you so much energy and push to spread this word. Thank you, Guruji. I think you're not well. You have a cold or something?
No, Mataji, because they are just now I think it will become okay. Krishna's mercy, yes.
Yes, Guruji. Your messages are very clear. Thank you, Guruji. I'll connect on Tuesday again. Wish you a safe journey back home.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Galaxy M12, Hare Krishna. Nagaraj Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhudaran Prabhu, Hare Krishna. We already spoke with you earlier. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji, thank you so much for the wonderful class, Guruji.
Yes, we are a
The
good
whole day, I didn't miss any moment of the class, and really enjoyed the class.
Yes,
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Now we'll wait for Tuesday morning.
yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you.
Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
So really wonderful class. I late joined. So Tuesday class onwards, we will be sincere in attending the class. Really, it is a joy, no bounds. Really, it is an eternal journey, spiritual journey, and really, the journey physical is different, but this journey is permanent. Really, we are fortunate to. Without Gita, we cannot progress. Whatever the challenging times, whatever the situation may be, we should surrender to Lord Krishna. We should not take it for anything else. And
Yes.
any step we move forward, only Krishna is with us. There is a purpose in it, why we suffer. We should not be perturbed. Like the word you most of the time used, Sita Pragya. Really, it's a very words, and even if so many universities, they are concerned, they are not cultured. Stanford University, Oxford, Gita, they are totally thrust on Gita only. The research, making research, it has importance. So really, you are very fortunate to be connected with you, Guruji. Through you, we are in the right path, this transcendental knowledge. Really, should not miss this class at any cost. Those who are lucky, they can attend this class. They can avail this opportunity.
1 minute, Prabhu. I'm just coming. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah, we have to
Really,
vacate this place. Yes, Prabhu. Now.
yes.
Yes,
Really,
Prabhu.
our Guruji is very, very kind for us, and really, I am very lucky. Nobody else in the world found you like you. You are very caring and sharing all your thoughts, and we are also sharing like that. We are very fortunate. We should be, and Brunda Jesi Mataji also told like that. So we will be in the family like a, so
Yes, Prabhu.
really it becomes the world family, and we don't have a kind of any bikar when we are in the class. So like that, full time should be bikarless. So by this only Gita can make us this possible. We will be away from all this artificial feelings. So really, thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Thank you.
Satata
Hare
Naman,
Krishna.
Naman for your enlightening class.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We need to now vacate this place. So we will again meet all the devotees on Tuesday morning, Bhagavad Gita class. Hare Krishna.